Hey Sharp Shots, this is Kirsten Joy Weiss, and today we're in the woods because it's one of the best places to illustrate adaptability. And adaptability is one of the most important skills you can have not only in shooting, but also in life. To illustrate this point, I'm going to shoot on a log I found in the woods that is angled, it's rounded, and completely uneven. And I'm going to balance on that. So for my target today, I've chosen an egg because I kind of like how they explode. And we're going to see if we can get this shot with my Volquartsen pistol. So let's give it a shot. Adaptability, more than almost any other skill, is so important for not only shooting, but life in general. Those who can adapt and overcome obstacles are the ones that achieve their goals and get what they're after. A lot of times we as shooters will train in a very controlled environment, and while that's important to get the basics for skill, it isn't really realistic. We need to be able to adapt, and shooting, just like in life, it's important to challenge yourself and make sure that you practice that adaptability. That's why, although I came from an Olympic-style background where we made sure that every little piece of the puzzle was perfect, if we were on uneven ground or a little bit of grass or something like that, we could feel it. And it was almost like the princess and the pea, and it could throw some of us off. I wanted to make sure that I trained very hard in a different way and threw in training drills and challenged myself so that I didn't get into a rut of having to have pampered perfection. So obviously I am challenging myself now, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I just kind of do all sorts of wild and crazy stuff. And every single one of my shots requires adaptability. That's kind of the crux of being a performance shooter and trick shot. I like that challenge, and I like when things aren't perfect and you overcome them, because isn't that just like life? A lot of times you're faced with scenarios that aren't ideal, but we just have to overcome those obstacles. So I wanted to take us to the woods because in the woods, you're going to be shooting on all sorts of surfaces, and you just have to adapt. Got it. So it's pretty crazy being up on this log, but even though that was quite challenging, this is quite challenging to balance up here. I'm going to switch it up and make it a little bit harder this time. Got it on the first shot, woo! And the branch is moving, and it's so exciting. Putting the gun down now. course, as you can see, this is something that you should do under controlled circumstances. And as a professional, please do not attempt this at home, but this does illustrate being adaptable to any situation. Absolutely had too much fun, and if you did too, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I encourage you to practice your adaptability. Obviously not like this, but in small ways like uneven pavement or anything that really gets you out of your comfort zone as a shooter, because that's what life is about. And adaptability is a worthwhile skill to have, not only in shooting, but also in life. So thanks for joining me for the fun, challenge, and joy of shooting. Aim true, and happy shooting. You're gonna have a bad day, Mr. Ant. You're gonna have a very bad day. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Good boy.
Be like Gollum. Oh, my precious.